students, in this video we are going to cover chapter 9 of class 7. The name of the chapter is From the Rulers to the Ruled, Types of Governments. Okay, so in previous chapters also you have a basic idea about what is democracy and what a democratic country is in your previous classes, but right now also we will do a brief discussion about it. Okay, you can see this is your synopsis about this chapter. Okay, so with this intro, let's start with the first topic, and that is what is a government actually is and what are its functions. Clear? Okay, so what is a government and what are its functions? Okay, so first of all, understand what is a government. So a government plays an initial role to play our lives. Okay, that means they take basic decisions and rules and regulations they make for ours, so that we all human beings are able to live together with peace and stability. Okay, so what are the roles? You can see these are the roles that ensuring peace, safety, stability, handling relations with other countries, looking after nation defense. Okay, so these all are the you can see the roles which a government plays. Okay. So we know that India has a democratic government. Okay, democratic means that government which is based on people. Okay, which is formed for people, which is by for people, and which is of the people. Clear? Now, many of the countries follow democracy, but some have different forms of government. Okay, that means many countries in all over the world are maximum are now democratic, but they have different forms of government. Okay, because it depends on which country you are talking about. Every country has different rules and regulations, different cultures, different way of people living, different kinds of so many things. So that's why there are different forms of governments. So even among democracies, the system are not always the same. Okay, we will do a brief discussion about it. Okay, let's first understand what is a democracy. So I have already give you a basic idea about this. That democracy is the rule of the people. Okay, that rule which is by the people. Okay, that means people will elect the government which will rule over them. People can ask questions at any time whenever they found need. Okay, so these are the things which make the country democratic. Okay, but what monarchy is just opposite to it, in that a king rules all over the world, all over the kingdom. Okay, and no one can question on kings. Okay, and the citizens of that kingdom do not elect the king. Okay, that is that is ideology that king's son will become king again. Okay, so this custom plays on keeping on. So monarchy and democracy, the main difference is that anytime we can change the government if we see that the government is not working properly. This means that the source of power and authority is democratic are the people of the country. Okay, Abraham Lincoln, a former US president, gave a famous definition of democracy. What is that? Government of the people, by the people, and for the people. So this definition, which I also highlighted before, this is given by Abraham Lincoln. Okay, this is important. Now, the government is formed by the people. Okay, so democracy is that government which is formed by the people, not by the legacy that king's son will become next king. Okay, this legacy do not follow. So it is run by the people through the elected representation that people give vote, and this is how the election will held. Okay, now it works for the welfare of the people. That means for welfare this government is designed. Now democratic represents, create, implement, and enforce rules, and they remain accountable to the citizens who elected them. This is clear. Now, functions government. We have understood that what this government actually is and how this government formed through the elections of the people. Okay, now we are going to study about what are the functions of government actually is. So first is creating rules. Okay, that means the legislative functions that forms the framework of the country, they actually create the rules. Okay, you will study deep about how legislative functions actually make the rules in your higher classes. Now next is implementing rules. Okay, now first rules are created. Now these rules have to implement. Okay, and who the executive function manages the daily administration when the rules creates. Clear? After that, when rule is produced, rule is implemented. Now there is a third government, okay, which decides and ensure that the rules which have made is correct or not. Okay, so it ensures rule compliances. This is the judicial function that holds justice. Okay, these three responsible are known as functions of government, and point to be noted that these functions of government, these three type of functions of government, executive, judiciary, and legislative, works independently. Clear? Next topic we have what makes governments different. Okay, that means government's different. That means we have discussed at the beginning of the chapter that how different kinds of same democratic governments are different. So this is because that governments in any country changes and develops over time. Okay, so each country has its own history, culture, and goals. So it is a natural that governments are different from one another. Okay, that means I have already explained that culture, goals, and history is different of every country. So it can possible that governments of every country may be different. Now, key difference between governments Who decides this is a government? Okay, so this is one of the main difference between types of governments. Who gives authority to power and government to power and authority? Okay, so if we are saying this is a government, who decides this is a government? So it depends on that what are the main differences between the types of governments. Okay, so who gives the government its powers and authority? That means how power and authority a government get. For example, in a democracy like India, it is the people who chose the government and give its power. Okay, that means who gives the power and authority to the government? We Indian citizens are giving the power and authority to the democracy. Okay, so the question is, who decides this is a government? So it decides the power and authority who are giving to that democracy, and in India this is our citizens. Okay, we are giving vote to a particular kind of party, and through that party comes in power and authority. It is theocracy. Power comes from religion, and government is often led by religious leaders based on religious laws. Okay, so sometimes religious laws and religious basis also these government form. Now, how is government actually formed? So in a democracy, there is a usual form through elections where people vote. In kingdoms or monarchies, a king or queen's rule. The next ruler is often chosen from the royal family. I have already discussed that in this kind of legacy follow. This types of kings and will become next king. This kinds of custom keeps on moving. Okay, but in democracy, generally people give votes and elect the government. Okay, what is the difference between government and what do they do? Okay, so we have already discussed that there is a legislative who makes the laws, executive who execute the laws. Okay, who implement the laws basically, and judiciary who checks that if laws are made proper or not, is this beneficial for everyone or not. Okay, government's works is usually written in a book rules called the constitution. Okay, that means each and every country mostly have a constitution written, or not, it's up to the country, but in India it is known as the largest constitution, and according to that all the parties and governments work. Clear? Okay, like, but what happens in monarchies? In monarchies there is no constitution like thing. Everything, whatever rules and regulations are made, they are based on the kings and queens. Okay, now what is government working for? What goals is it trying to achieve? Government is work for the welfare and health of the citizens. Okay, they work to certain goals and values. For example, in country like India, the government aims to ensure equality, justice and prosperity for all. Okay, that means in India the motive is everyone get equality, justice and prosperity for people. In some other countries, the government may work mainly for the benefit for a few families or groups rather than the whole population. So what a government does depends what ideals and values it is built to follow. Okay, so how what depends on the government, how it is different, because it depends on that for what ideology that government is working for. For India, it is working for equality, prosperity, fraternity, but other governments may follow for some benefit of some particular families or groups. Okay, so it depends on that. Now, democratic government around the world. Democracy is the most popular form of government, okay, which is now maximum countries trying to adapt in the modern world. Democratic government around the world are based on certain fundamental principles. Fundamental principles of democracy are, that means democratic government based on these fundamental principles. First is equality. This is very important, that every person should have equal access to essential services of education, healthcare, and that everyone is subject to same laws and protections under the legal system. Okay, if everyone is getting equal rights and opportunities like others, no matter rich or poor, then you can see that the country is following the principle of equality. Next, we have freedom, that everyone should have freedom, that citizens' right to make their choices and express their opinions. There should be no restrictions on that. Representative participation is that it means that every person has the right to choose and elect their representative. Okay, that means every person has the right and choose to elect their representative. Okay, everyone has allowed to give votes. There is no compulsion that this is a female, this is a male, so there is no discrimination on the basis of gender or anything. Okay, whether it is rich, poor. For example, you have studied you will study further classes that there is a French Revolution which has led a great impact on the democracy or the democratic countries. Okay, for non-democratic countries as well, there this system was not followed. Only those people give the votes who are rich or something like that. Okay, so you would understand that this is also one of the major important fundamental principle. Now, universal adult franchise grants every citizen above a certain age the right to vote to choose their representative. Okay, that means for not everyone can give. That means it depends on the age, how mature you are. Okay, it is not the classification on the basis of any gender, your wealth. This is not the discrimination on the basis of that. This is about your maturity. That means a child cannot give birth because this is considered that child is not that much mature. So after a certain age you are allowed to give birth, and this is equality and universal adult franchise. Now fundamental rights you should have: the right to equality, right to freedom, speech and expressions, right against exploitation, are all provide protected in a democracy. Sixth important feature is independent judiciary. Make sure that every citizen's fundamental rights are protected and that laws are followed not just by citizens but also by all branches of the government. Clear? So these are the 6 important principles of it. Clearly these principles are ideal and not all the democracies are able to follow them fully. However, it is still important for citizens to keep these ideas in mind and work together achieving that. Okay, that means they are saying that it is definitely possible that all democracies are not able to achieve this, but still we all need to keep all these things in mind and work for this. Clear? So this is also one of the important part which has completed. Now we are moving on to the next important topic, that is different forms of democratic governments, in which first we have direct democracy. So in direct democracy, citizens directly participate in decision making and governments. This means people vote on policies and laws themselves. There are no elected representatives as middlemen. Every citizen has direct say in governments. Okay, so this is a kind of direct governments where the role of citizens does not directly involve. Okay, this type of democracy is practiced on small scales, like in some parts of Switzerland, where people gather in town squares to vote on local issues. However, it is impractical for large countries. Okay, definitely if you have a small friends group, then you can discuss for example, if you have a small friends group, then you can discuss any rules and regulations or something like right or wrong about by sitting in a group of chairs. Okay, but if you have to give that same rules and regulations and information to a large number of people, so it is not possible to collect all